Hello, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and I have been experimenting with making these cute little parasols. And basically, I was making them, and in my Facebook group, I was showing my friends, and one of them wanted to buy them all. So I gave her a price, and she said, "A-okay," and she bought them all. So before she takes them, I thought I'd do a quick little share with them. And basically, I've been experimenting, trying different fabrics, see how what would happen with them. And I just use laces, and I actually started with a skewer, a wood skewer. And so this is how one of them came out. And basically, I'm thinking that they might be really good for us to use as embellishments on our projects. So this one was kind of long. I think it's close to 7 inches. So I was thinking it should get a little smaller. So I tried to make it a little bit smaller. And this was my first one. And I wasn't sure what to do with it. And I ended up wrapping it here with lace. And it's made out of lace. I used I don't know what these are called. I don't make jewelry, but I have these pieces of jewelry things at the bottom. And that is a fabric lace that I used, and I made a little edging there. So I thought they came out really cute. And this one, I thought I would kind of experiment with because I had these beads here in this hot pink, and I thought, well, how could I make it come together? And that's how I made it come together. I kind of used this lace, and I kind of did a pink and purplish kind of a color on this one. I think they're not perfect. They need work, but they are embellishments. So, but I'm going to work on making them closer to this size, closer to a 6-inch. And then this was another white one, and I wanted to go with the rosy color, and I actually painted it. It's not the most perfect job, but I worked on that. See, and ruffled it up, and this is like that same satin. This one I twisted the satin, and this one it's straight. And then I just wanted to bring in that color. So they're my experiments, and I think they'll look lovely on on any project. So if you want to see more of these in a tutorial, I already saw that some of my fans on my Facebook group really want to see a tutorial, so it may be coming. But I thought I'd show those with you. And in addition, I got in today. I wanted to show them too. They're so cute. These little, they're kind of like a button. Let's see how tall are these guys. They're about 2 inches tall. And they're actually kind of like a little wood embellishment, but these have just a hole just at the top. So they were in the button section when I found them, because they have a hole, but they only have one hole. So I would imagine these would be so cute, you know, hanging from a ribbon, using this in any of your cards, or on any project, really. They're actually really pretty. Look how cute they are. I only got a limited quantity, so if you're interested, these will probably go in my Etsy page pretty soon. They're so in my Etsy shop soon. But there you go. Let me show you also one other project I was working on. I know I have more things that I could show you, but those happened to come in today. Okay, I was also working on these. I have a whole stack. Let me grab the stack. I have a whole stack of these fabrics, and you know, these are sample fabrics that they use, and I don't know, I bought them at a secondhand store, but look at how gorgeous some of these are. Some of them are very plain, but others are just gorgeous. So I've been working with trying to figure out ways to actually use them in projects, and I just loved this fabric here, and there's a few more I love just as much, and I decided to make it the highlight. And I had originally been thinking that I would make this into a Christmas ornament and make it two-sided. But then, I don't know, I changed my mind, I think. So it was attached back to back, and I just thought, no, I'm not sure if I want that. So I was able to actually separate it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but I would imagine they would be called tags because they are the size of a tag. So maybe I could just call it a tag. I don't know. I still need to fix the back now on it. So, but this is where I'm at with it. This one is missing the handle because I had one handle, and this one, I'm not really done with them, but I thought I'd share them. I'm thinking of using this on this behind here, just to bring in some of the color of this flower, and to finish that off, I think. But I went on this one with the golds, and this gold lace, I actually just got it in my shop, and I will have it there for a little while because if it doesn't, get ordered right away, I'll probably take it out of my shop and actually create some kits with it for the Christmas season. But I thought I'd put it out there to see if there's somebody who want to buy some now in preparation for Christmas, just like I have. And if there's no real interest in it, it's actually a pretty long one. It's close to 4 inches. With that fabric, that vintage fabric that I have, it's a new vintage. I decided, at first I started making flowers, and see how pretty this one came out. And it actually was a very pretty fabric. It's very thick, like upholstery fabric. And I was able to make this gorgeous thing. And look how shabby that is. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. And then this one was also another fabric that I used, and look how pretty this came out. Like the two colors on this, it has like gold in here and red. And I have a lot more red ones that I think I'll do this with, so that it just shows all those colors. It's so pretty. But it's only like I have a little piece, and I want to make sure, I want to try and start using them sometimes in my projects. And so I just was feeling, actually I experiment a lot when I'm ill. If I'm not like ill in bed, then I'm experimenting. And so here's another one. And so this is the types of fabrics where they're so pretty, and I loved how this flower came out. But I also think that this here highlights that beautiful fabric much better. And that's what I was feeling like. Look at this one. This was a very gorgeous fabric, very similar to this one. Just had a few color changes, and I really wanted to highlight the fabric. And this is one piece of that fabric, and it made one flower, and it looks gorgeous. And I'm thinking, I was looking for a center for it. I'm thinking I don't want to mess up like that beauty and add anything on top of it. So maybe just a gorgeous bling on something like that. But it's one of a kind. And I was practicing a folding technique here, and I think that what I discovered is that some fabrics I think will look gorgeous like this, and others will look more gorgeous like this, where you're actually bringing out that fabric. And yeah, I love fabrics, so that's why I don't want to waste them, but I want to try to bring out the beauty. And this one right here was also like a two-sided fabric. You can see the gold pieces there, and I made it shabby too. It's kind of shabby, and it has this gorgeous look to it. It's just a different folding technique that I was just experimenting with, that I learned. And then I changed the fold, and look how pretty it made it. And I carry these centers right here in my shop. When I did these, they have like a large center. And like for this one, I decided to do it around a large pearl. I don't have to leave the large center, but I decided to, and so I was, you know, experimenting. So these ones I was going around the large pearl. This one I placed one of these inside, and it looks gorgeous inside. And this color is almost like a rosy pink, and it didn't have as much variation. So one side was had these white stripes on it, and the other one didn't, or checks really. And I really like how this one came out. I like the kind of the shape of it. And then I decided to experiment with just regular fabric, and this is how it came out. I'm not sure if I liked that or not, but I was just experimenting, and I'll do that a lot when I'm sick because I got to keep my mind busy so I don't feel the pain. And I have also been making roses, and I actually did a short tutorial on these, and it's not on YouTube. It is on my Facebook page, in my Facebook group. It's actually my Facebook page, and I did share it in my Facebook group. So if you want to know how to make something like these, and this one actually has a little bit of a difference. Like this is the one I do a tutorial on, and these ones are a bit different. And I think that I may just be soon starting a rose flower series, because I'm finding that people ask me, it's not that there's not a lot of rose tutorials. I actually was watching a tutorial on YouTube, and I looked at several, and I finally found one that I, you know, or maybe it's a combination of a bunch of them that makes me understand what to do. Then I put my hands on it and I make changes to them. So you may see that in the future using these, this is using satin ribbon, but I also made some with fabric. I didn't bring them all out. So originally I came to show you these, and I just went ahead and showed you a few other things just to make it at least about 10 minutes. So this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I hope you were inspired by the new things I'm making. And yeah, definitely comment if you want to see a tutorial for these, so that you can learn how to make them yourself. I actually found a tutorial, but it is in Spanish, and they kind of showed me how, and I also saw there's other people who have them, but there's no real like how-to tutorials that I found. Anyway, there might be some out there that I thought were, you know, were enough that I could actually, I had to figure it out myself pretty much. So, but I did watch other tutorials. Once I found one, it led me to others. So you can do a parasol search and you might find some. I know Fiona Jennings has one, has a couple of umbrella ones. But I wanted them to be a closed umbrella because I really think they'll look cute in a project. So I will talk to you next time. I hope you were inspired by the few things that I shared with you today. And I have a lot more things to share that I'm behind on. But it prompted me to do this one because these are going in the mail to my customer. So I'll talk to you next time.